We talk about benchmark writing assessment, picture prompt. We need a little more detail than that. I need to be able to know that, yes, it is a district benchmark assessment, but what is the picture prompt and what are we asking students to do? Then we have our rules and laws narrative based on rules and laws research. We also have listed Lucy Calkins' narrative writing rubric. It is unknown at this time if each building in the district has a copy of all the Lucy Calkins books or rubrics, so Lucy Calkins would be something that we would want to list under a resource. We would want to cite the specific book, and if possible, what pages we need to reference for this specific unit. And then our language, the summative assessment here, we were unsure as to what the language core card test was. And again, we list Foundations Unit 1 assessment as an assessment, but we do not have any instructional activities that address Foundations specifically. So as much detail that can be provided as possible would be greatly appreciated. Remember, the new teacher or a teacher that's been teaching for 10 years that maybe switches grade levels needs to be able to pick up this document and know exactly what they're expected to do with their students within their classroom. As we get to the instructional activities, again, here's the DOKs we were referring to earlier that did not match the DOKs within the measurable objectives. Okay? So that's where we were looking when we came up with those numbers. Again, just like in math, where we asked for you to be specific, Objective 1, Topic 1.1 of Pearson, what we would like to see here in instructional activities, you have Objective 1, you give us an activity, Smart Exchange, fiction and nonfiction books. Some people may not know what Smart Exchange is. Some people may not know, is there a specific fiction, nonfiction book that we're looking at? If you could be as specific as possible, even give examples when necessary, that would be greatly appreciated. Anchor charts based on page 4 and 5 of Smart Exchange listed above. What type of anchor chart is it? Is it a fiction anchor chart? Is it a nonfiction anchor chart? Is it a problem solution anchor chart? What anchor chart are we using and what specifically are we looking for? Are we going to model the process of the anchor chart or are we going to work on it as a class? So with each of our instructional activities, be able to tell us what the students are going to be doing and how they're going to accomplish their goals. Our instructional strategies, again, we wanted these to be research-based, and again, all of these are. When we get to our unit resources, refer to Unit 1 ELA curriculum binder and electronic file. We appreciate that that is listed. We did not have that to reference as we reviewed the curriculum, so some of these pieces might have been in there that, for instance, a Lucy Calkins piece or an anchor chart from Smart Exchange. But again, we want to be as specific as possible. If those are in the binder, then maybe in the instructional activity, reference the binder and a specific page number within that binder. Again, remember to include resources that are not just technology-based because, like we said before, we all love technology, but there are times that it is not working. We also did not find technology worked into the instructional activities. So you list the technology, but when specifically would you be using those within a specific lesson? On the books, we appreciate that you gave us some titles. If we could be specific on the title, the author, the objective that it addresses, and the level of the book, that would be very helpful to a first-year teacher who's trying to locate books to help their unit be taught as thoroughly as some others. And again, the differentiated instruction. Do targeted and achieving students look the same when they're receiving the things that are listed? Same thing with IEP and ELA. What specifically are we going to do to differentiate our instruction for the various levels that we'll have within our classroom? Again, we know you spent lots of time on these. We have a great start to the living document that is our curriculum, and we look forward to these updates to providing as thorough of a document as possible as our curriculum.
This is Todd Culbertson, just wanting to thank you again for all of your time and attention that you took to make these units a success. We hope that you will take this feedback, and I know that you will come back with some valuable resources for your teams, and I can't wait to see them all being used in August. Enjoy what's left of your summer.